It's 2012. Aliens attack and no one can truly put up a fight. The military is crippled. People are scared. This is not just an alien contact. It's a full-on invasion. An invasion that we just can't fight. Enter XCOM, an organization dedicated to fighting extraterrestrial forces. These are men and women dedicated to making sure that you and your family won't be the next uptick in an alien-related death statistic. High-end human technology, high-end experts, all are together to put up a last-ditch effort to rid the Earth of the foreign threat. This is XCOM Enemy Unknown. I fucking love this game, and I can now also say that I love the DLC Enemy Within, which is pretty much just a total expansion to the game. Enemy Within adds difficulty to the game as well though, and therefore the game allows you to play without it, which is what I'd recommend you to do on your first playthrough, if you're not good at strategy, like me. The game came out in 2012 and to this day, visually it's so fucking nice. Especially the art direction. Everything's pretty clearly distinguishable if it needs to be. Your troops look absolutely marvelous, even at their most ridiculous levels of customization. They still look like they know what they're doing. It's just a total standing ovation from me for the visual department. The game splits into two parts, both of which feed off one another. Though, one more than the other. Let's start with a base. From here, you control the logistics of the XCOM operations. Put in research requests, build new equipment, expand your base camp with building section synergies, like with adjacent energy generators, laboratories, or foundries. But not only that, you also have to manage your manpower by recruiting and managing your individual troops, upgrading your military command competence by increasing team sizes, giving perks to team leaders, awarding medals, and picking and choosing who will be indisposed for gene therapy or whatever else is needed, depending on whether Enemy Within is enabled. There's also a minor air warfare aspect, but it's so fucking half-baked that it just doesn't deserve any more attention than other than saying that it just exists. But there's one more thing. The Council. An Illuminati of sorts that represents the world governments and who sometimes dispenses some missions to you. Satisfy all major areas of the world and you'll be adequately financially supported. Give them satellites and they'll throw in bonuses. It's your job to manage the panic of the people, the resources you've gathered, and the money you've been given. Personally, I like this part of the game the most. It's the calm before the storm, but the calm has to end someday. And once it does, you'll have to deploy your brave team of troops into the field. It's a classic tactical turn-based combat system. However, in this case, tactics play a surprisingly easy to understand, yet hard to master role. So what do you need to really care about? Cover, abilities, and luck. Put your troops behind half cover or full cover, use your given abilities based on the troop class as effectively as you can, and pray that luck is on your side. However, a good player can, and will, make luck their own bitch through good planning. During the combat phase, however, there's a pretty big issue. The UI. Mind you, it doesn't ruin it, but it can lead to moments of frustration when dealing with things like elevation of terrain. So you want to put your sniper on a hill for better accuracy, right? Well, sorry, I just thought you wanted to go in front of the hill instead, you know, without cover, and you really just wanted to die. As time went on, I encountered more and more issues with the UI, and while I tried blaming myself for it, and therefore taking the punishment, I started loading earlier saves just to avoid that problem. Good thing that XCOM autosaves after every turn. The game's fucking tough. Permadeath and bad luck can lead you from holding your own to spiraling into utter collapse within a single rough mission. I played on easy and honestly felt comfortably challenged. Many people died. I had situations where I didn't even have the chance to use my B team of second tier soldiers, but even I had to just use full team of rookies that had never been outside of the base yet. So, if you're not good at strategy, like me, then take your usual difficulty levels that you pick and go one level lower for a decently optimal difficulty. Or go to the highest level and see how long you can hold the aliens back. It's your choice. The story reflects your hardships. It's all very utilitarian. A cutscene that says, oh, we need to probably study the aliens, rather than some interpersonal relationships. This is an invasion movie at its core, and that's all it needs to be for me. However, if you expect XCOM to be any more than just having the Z-tier invasion story, then you'll come out disappointed. Your escapades and desperate battles are supported by the excellent soundtrack. This really isn't music you'd listen to on its own, but it's fucking perfect for what the game is. Facing off with a giant mech while hearing the futuristic war drums and cellos is fucking insane, and it intensifies anything that you're doing. Just an absolutely great job by Michael McCann, the composer. The game does its very best to vary itself throughout the war. You'll get extremely satisfying upgrade trees where every weapon upgrade or armor upgrade feels significant. The game always has a new enemy up its sleeve, even if it's just an upgraded version of a previously known enemy. You'll always have to be on your toes, and the game just keeps slithering around just to keep things fresh. Multiple times in the game I felt satisfied by how far me and my team had gotten. The last thing, and for some people, including me, one of the most important things: customization. This isn't just some color change either. Each troop can be renamed, their armor deco can be changed, they can get new hairstyles, helmets, voices, and they can even speak a different language. Personalization is insanely important for adding weight in the game. I played this game on Twitch, channel link in the description, and so my viewers were able to become soldiers. I felt so happy when someone reached a high rank, pulled off a crazy maneuver, and we were absolutely devastated when someone died. This type of customization just naturally creates stories. Stories of rookies dying during Hail Mary moves. Stories of up-and-comers sacrificing themselves to get the rest of the team to safety. These were stressful and emotional moments. Those are things I'll remember and cherish the most about this game. Despite its flaws like minor bugs and UI issues, this game's a fucking diamond, and is almost polished to perfection. This game's a fucking marvel of design, style and substance. I absolutely adore it, and thanks to its price, I recommend literally everyone to get the game's complete edition from any number of sites that sell it for less than $5 at all times. Thanks for watching, lads.